Hey, I'm back with another video. It is Thursday, August 4th, and it is my birthday month and also my wedding anniversary month, and I'm excited. And me and my husband, we are about to go and down south for a couple of weeks, just to, this is something that we wanted to do, and I feel like everything happens for a reason. There's a reason why I felt called to go home, and I'm feeling like this is perfect. And also with us, we're going to be leaving. We're going to be moving and going down south. This is what I wanted. So I'm so happy. This is what we both wanted. And I'm just excited about what what new journey that we're going to be embarking on down south. Um, a lot's been going on with me. Um, I've been going. I'm currently in a program that's a personal development program, and so a lot of things have been coming up for me. I've been getting a lot of lessons, and my mentor Nubia, um, in regards to things that's just going on in my life. Um, right before I started the personal development program, I was fasting, and it's documented that I was fasting. So it's always, in my mentor Nubia talks about that every time after you fast, things happen, or when you fast, things happen. And it just makes sense, that shift, and it's a powerful thing. But I'm just really enjoying how everything's unfolding, even during the times where it's challenging and I'm just like frustrated and aggravated and sometimes just straight up pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Just really mad. Those moments when you just like, F it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I be feeling sometimes. Even though that is going against what I am learning, but in a way it's all a part of life. You know what I'm saying? Like, even that part, you know. But there's just a lot of things that I'm learning about myself, a lot of, belief systems that are being, removed, a lot of thought processes that are not beneficial to myself and everyone around me that I'm releasing. There's a lot of things going on, and one of the things that I wanted to talk about, and I wanted to talk about this earlier this week, but I just didn't have a chance to. But now I thought about it again, and it came up in my head again while I was at my altar, and I said, ownership, ownership. To me, it feels so empowering to own up to all of the things that's going on in my life, because it's just empowering. When I'm accountable for myself, when I take responsibility for what's going on in my life, that leads me to be aware of the things that I choose to change, the things that I acknowledge and that I accept about myself, and that I can go through the journey of making those changes. When I recognize my strengths and what my weaknesses are, and what I can do to hone in on those strengths, and what I can do to help me, support me in, the weaknesses. I don't even know if you should want to say weaknesses, but I guess that's just the best way to put it. But it's just empowering to just take responsibility for my life. Take responsibility even for the way I react to things, even if it was a situation where I was, slighted. You know what I'm saying? A situation where, it renders a reaction, like, but at the end of the day, there's no right or wrong, you know. But man, oh man, the things that I've been going through the last few weeks, I know that people can relate to going through things like that. And it's just very frustrating. It makes me just want to just hide and go away and just don't want nobody to bother me, like that kind of way. And I don't want to do that. I do feel like it's important to um, take time for yourself and reflect. At the same time, I'm not going to allow an experience the experiences that I've had, over the years or even now affect me being open and connected to all things and all people. And that's one of the things that I continuously tell myself every day. That's one of my intentions all the time, is to stay connected to all things. That I am, one with all. That I'm a reflection of every person that I encounter. They are a reflection of me in some way, and I'm a reflection of them. And that we are all connected. We are all one. That I am part of Mother Earth. That I am the dust. That I am the grass. And I am everything. And that's just a reminder. And it's just interesting because as I progress through this journey of life, I'm just realizing more and more about myself. And I'm really into astrology. I'm really into numerology. I'm into that type of things. And there's sometimes I read books and I'm like, wow, this really is me right now. But then there's some times when I'm reading something and I'm like, I don't know if that's really me. But then again, like I said, as I grow and as I continue to have experiences and as I continuously go through my journey of healing, I learn I learn there's more layers that unfold, and this book, I believe I showed it before. In the name of the video that I showed, it was back in like the fall or winter time that I talked about it. But it's called it's this book, The Secret Language of Destiny, and it just talks about your destiny path, and it's based off of your birthday, your birthday, and mine is the Way of Grace, and it talks about my core lesson. It's an awesome book. It has it's just awesome. Like, this is it. But it talks about how my lesson is, my core lesson is detaching emotionally when times get tough. The goal is to develop ease of living, movement, culture, and elegance. And to release the need to hide. Isn't that interesting? I just talked about how sometimes I just want to it just, when you go through certain situations, you just don't want to be bothered. You just want to go away. You just want to hide, release the need to hide and reward the joy of rising above it all. And the balance point is intensity and ease. And it says, my suggestion: don't fight your fate. Cultivate emotional detachment. This doesn't mean don't feel. Just don't let it get to you. Surround yourself with what feels right. Trust your sense of beauty. And I find it so interesting because I really feel deeply. I feel very, very, very deeply when it comes to myself, when it comes to others, when it comes, so when it comes to my loved ones. So, and I'm understanding now more so than ever that I have to be very mindful of my reactions to things. Because when I feel, and it's like I take on other people's, stuff too, and I don't need to. And that's what I'm learning, to be objective, to be more objective in situations, and to just, to feel, but not to the point where I'm on the deep end and I'm just like on the deep end. That's the best way to put it. When I'm seeing red and things like that, or just really just engulfed in just anger, or it just, and with me being how I know how I am, I'm very internal, and I keep things in. So when I blow up, and I'm just this. When I read this yesterday, I reread my Way of Grace, and the way that it explained it is like to a T. So if you're into things like this, astrology, numerology, and like the human mind, I recommend this book. It's amazing. I really enjoy it. It just, I'm constantly growing, so I know that maybe a few months from now, I might have a new perspective if I read this again. But it just made more sense to me, it made complete sense to me. And it just, it's another thing that stood out to me about this is um, when I looked, they also have it to where they divide it into like what dates you were born. I mean, what date you were born. Like, for example, they have, for me, I was born between the grouping of August 19th to the 25th. So it's called exposure. And then I have something that's specific for me um, in regards to, I guess, to my personality. And it's interesting because it says overcoming the tendencies to introversion may prove a challenge for those born in this week who travel the way of grace, yet they can realize a rich and ultimately rewarding passage here. Gifted with the keen evaluative instincts and a strongly emotional nature, they may take a backseat early in life only to emerge as a flamboyant and inspiring role models later on. I find this interesting. It said the challenge is transforming themselves into extroverts. And it's just interesting. You know, I feel like it's just becoming like like from a caterpillar to a butterfly type of. That's what I think of. But it's just very interesting. Even when I read like the Leo, like I'm on a cusp. Even when I read that, because it's like a Leo Virgo cusp. When I read that, it's so on point in this book. Um, that's why I love human behavior. I love learning about self. Like, it's just an amazing thing. And I also was looking at this book yesterday, the complete book of numerology, and it's just, it's deep. It's real deep. I love numbers. So I'm probably gonna start seeing me like have more videos on like numerology and more videos on astrology and about books that I'm reading. I'm currently one of the books that really standing out to me is um, um, the 30-day mental diet, which a friend told me about it a long time ago. But I'm reading it now, and it's an amazing book. It just reiterates everything that, you know, that just keeps coming my way as far as lessons, you know, people telling me, you know, all kind of things, and I'm just appreciative of it. But but that's pretty much it. It's just that I just wanted to really just express that um, the reminder for myself to have ownership, to take that I own up to my stuff, and that by me owning up to my stuff that's going on with me, I am taking a stand for the betterment of my life, and I can be aware of the things that are going on with me internally so that I can become a balanced person, individual, mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. And I give thanks for this. I give thanks for all of the lessons that I've been learning throughout all of these years because it's making me a better person. It's teaching me love, compassion, joy, prosperity. I'm learning that I'm not alone, that we are all connected, that I am a ball of light, that I am energy, that I am creative energy, you know, here to express love, harmony, peace, joy. And yes, there are times where, yes, I do have go through my stuff and I don't feel good and I don't want nobody bothering me. But however, I am learning how to um, get through life in a way that's in a benefit for myself and others, and how to manage my feelings, my emotions, how to be grounded spiritually. And I just give thanks for all of that. And that I'm just LaToya, and I'm just Toya, or I'm just Tinka, like my mom loved to say, and I'm so close friends, you know. And I'm just so thankful and gracious for all of the love that I receive and all of the love that I give. And I just want to say that I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, and that, you know, thank you so much for watching, and that you can, you know, follow me on Facebook at Infinite Nature, or YouTube Infinite Nature, or Instagram or Twitter, Infinitenature1, or Tumblr, Infinitenature. If you're interested in a health consultation or a tarot reading or anything like that, you can check out loveinfinitenature.com. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful, wonderful day.